Yes, people. Welcome to 2025. All the way live from Dread Crib, you know what I mean? It's the Bols, of course, podcast that is. And as always, Philadelphia, Germantown, to the world, we are everywhere. You dig? Sleeves the hustle all day long. My good brother Stop, the Militant One, a.k.a. Brother Byron, you know what I'm saying? And, of course, we back in his crib, good brother, red, black, and green dread over here. You know what I'm saying? So what's going on, gentlemen? You know what I mean? It's 2025, man. What's up with y'all?
This is his first show. Top of well, it's not really top of the year anymore, but
well, it's still kind of top of the year. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
No, ain't nothing going on, man.
How was y'all weeks?
It was cool. Just want to get right into it. I said that the Birds was going to come out rusty. I said that they should have at least played the starters for the first half, keep the rhythm going.
But they won, though.
Yeah, but how did they win? You know what I mean? It was too close, too long.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It was
too
close, too long.
No,
it made you nervous.
It
made you nervous. You weren't comfortable.
No, I wasn't
nervous at all.
I wasn't nervous at all.
Nothing about that game made me nervous.
No, I
Our
wasn't
defense dominated, and we was going to win.
But when the offense sputtered, that's what made me nervous.
It only sputtered in the middle. Like in the beginning, you got to remember he came out 6 for 6. Like Cass is forgetting that he came out hot 6 for 6 through that dart, the Dotson in the back, and then he had a crazy second and third, but then he ended the game properly as well. So it is what it is. He's trending in the right direction. You're right. He came out, you know what I mean, as I think he would after having a couple weeks off from a concussion. So if anything, that was his little.
And you got to understand too. Like, I mean, first of all, he didn't practice. Jalen didn't practice, and also AJ didn't practice for a couple games for practice, whatever too. So like, and then he's dealing with something with his knee and shit, whatever. So yeah, but I think it'll be great.
Speaking of that, what y'all think about that AJ Brown situation? Do you think there's some kind of tension going on in the locker room?
No,
or is he just, it's right now, is his role just to be a decoy?
It's not a
to allow other people to get
for real, I think everybody is on the same wave in that locker room. I don't think there's no tension, nothing like that. Whatever. Sometimes you got to play a decoy. If he's going to play a decoy, somebody got to play a decoy.
If I'm getting double teamed, then he's open. It's simple.
And like I just said, man, he's dealing with a little injury too. You know what I'm saying?
And he's been getting double teamed.
Right.
So the coverage is shading over to him more than Devontae, Dallas, and whoever else. Y'all flourish. You get what I'm saying? It's just often somebody going to try to take away something from you. Yeah. So with that, that's why his targets was less. And then also, like you said, with Jalen being a bit rusty and then also, pretty much that and holding the ball, like that's what it was. So I'm not mad at it. We did, you got to realize on the road to a chip, you're going to win every game differently. It's not going to be the same every time. So our defense still did what it needed to do, dominate. Thanks. Saquon still ran how he needed to.
He messed up a lot of people's bets.
Diggy. Probably with him every day. Anytime touchdowns, probably niggas was mad as shit.
They was like, listen,
I was mad. Listen, it's funny though. That play design, I'm seeing, the playbacks and everything. That shit worked to perfection. You know what I mean? The right guards and everything pulled and everything. Everybody picked up that block, and that was a clear shot to the end zone. He should have scored a touchdown just to make that play.
GP, yeah, that's what
for
I thought.
GP, just to make that play. Like, that was a successful play and shit, whatever.
Him being the ultimate sportsman. Being all about sportsmanship.
Fucking
slide. Now we're just gonna run it out.
Smitty was mad as shit on the sidelines. Like, damn the fuck, nigga. He said, why you run that shit all the way in?
But I will say this Sunday though, we're playing in the elements,
which is great for us.
And we've got all the things you would want to have, all the tools you need to have to play in the snow. Big, fast quarterback, big, fast running back. Big, fast receiver, A.J. Brown.
And a O-line. And a dominant O-line.
Nice tight end.
A dominant defense.
Yo, pause. Say no. No, but facts, though.
I think they want to utilize everybody now.
Yeah.
They really are.
And Jalen's going to have to have his, he's going to be on his A game, too.
I think so.
For like I said. It's not going to be the offense is not going to be like it was last game.
So conspiracy theory. Do you think with the Rams, in LA having the wildfires.
No.
Had nothing to do
Absolutely
with it.
not, man.
Because they what the
A feel good story.
No, feel good story of what? Like they got two teams. Like both of them teams don't nobody give a fuck about them in LA. It's still about Lakers and what is it? The Dodgers and shit. You get what I'm saying? You paying third fucking fiddle in sports anyway.
First of all, they fan base is trash. Don't nobody come to fucking like.
Well, I mean, they trying
LA
to
games,
now.
Rams games like that.
No, they gonna have a little more fan base.
And then what's it?
It's been growing though.
And the Chargers, LA too.
Yes, that's why I just said they got two. I just said they got two teams. Ain't nobody worried about them motherfuckers. Like not like that. No, like all right, great. Like it's not no feel good. The feel good story is us busting their ass and sending them back home so they can worry about what the fuck they got going on with that whole situation. Like respectfully,
we gonna send y'all home so y'all can take care of home.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
Y'all got more important shit to worry about right there.
And you really do. Like
get y'all up out of here.
Get y'all
worry about some fucking football, dog. Like. Respectfully, send you on your way with that shit, dog. We got a mission that we've been on. Y'all young, y'all ain't about this life. Y'all got a nice little win against some pretenders that was the Vikings last week. You hyped up, you feel good, great. You're going to come here and you're going to get violence.
You know what? For real.
Violence. You understand? I want to make that clear to you, LA Rams. Violence. In the snow, sleet, whatever it is. We fucking you up and we on to the next week. That's where we at with it, man.
Don't have your fans in the stands and get called all types of cunts.
None of that shit. Don't come down here with that happy shit.
Segue. You see that clip or the I forgot the boy name, whatever, but it was some boy
that overkill, too far,
and it was in the high.
Well, you know what goes down up there.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they didn't.
I mean, dude told her she was an ugly cunt.
Yeah, they need to post signage like, "Yo, if you're going to be up in this level."
Wait a second, hold up. I don't know, like
that's how the vet was. It's like you couldn't. Yeah. You got to sit close to the field. If you up there,
it's a whole different
in the sky, in the air. Yeah.
First of all, Philly fans are just savages anyway, but the upper level is crazy
because this ain't new. Just people got cell phones to record stuff now. This ain't new.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
But the upper levels in a lot of stadiums is fucking crazy. Like,
you're right about that too.
So it just you just happen to catch that on tape. It's been a lot worse shit said going out with motherfucking fans and the whole nine. It's just it sucks, and that's why whatever happened with homie, I think he got a ban or whatever the fuck it is.
And that's
what it is.
The internet. It moves quickly. They found him. They found where he worked at and everything like that. And he got fired and everything.
Yeah, because he worked like in hospitality. Or
something and the Eagles gave the Packers fans some swag and shit.
They gave her Packers gear. I think
Packers gear. Yeah,
right. Man, thanks. Listen, they should have sent some bird gang stuff.
They probably did.
They probably slid some.
They absolutely probably slid some shit in there, courtesy of motherfucker. But. You know, speaking of that, what we was just talking about, what was going on with LA. So what do y'all think about them wildfires, man? Is it
you think it's lasers from outer space
or
setting houses on fire?
No,
unless your house is painted blue or something like that. Did you see that?
I heard that shit started from like a arsonist.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, listen, it's LA. Haven't they been short on rain since like May?
Yeah,
but my thing wildfires aren't new.
But my thing is,
but they had the water for it, but they just haven't utilized the resources. Like there's a whole plant been sitting for a year that ain't even been powered up. That if it was, they would have had. Because the issue is, fuck the rain. Like we're blessed to have. You cut that water on, you getting some nice pressure coming out that joint to help you with whatever you need. They wasn't getting all them people in the Palisades. They water pressure was shit,
which is crazy.
And that's because they didn't have the plant and all that shit together. Just like the fire chief said, how can I put out a fire if I don't got water in the hydrants? Right. How don't I? And we live in a state where it's nothing but wildfire. So that's where it all comes into. Like it's some bullshit going on somewhere.
Now, is it true? I heard that insurance companies started dropping.
State Farm 3 months before the shit popped off.
That's crazy.
That makes it man suspicious. Yeah,
and you wonder why. And I'm not saying this
like
to be smart and wish this on nobody, but you wonder why CEOs getting shot in the back of their fucking head when you got shit like this going on. We're like, bro, are you serious? Like people go crazy over that type of shit. I'm not condoning that, so hopefully that don't happen to nobody.
Bill Burr was making a joke about that, and he was talking about, well, why did the guy shoot the CEO? Why? Bill Burr was like, he wrote why on the bullets. Like,
really?
That's why he did it. Like, so that kind of wakes up the conspiracy theorist in you a little bit.
My thing is like, how is that? How you not prepared for stuff like that? You know, like if you live in a certain region where they LA get wildfires a lot.
But didn't they do the same kind of thing in Katrina? When they had the flood,
Yeah.
weren't a lot of people having a hard time filing insurance claims, and they weren't able to get like.
Well, I'm not- I wasn't talking about
coverage for
insurance. I was
the
just talking
flood
about how you, as a city, you not have resources prepared.
Dedicated.
You had the
Dedicated
resources,
to prepare for that.
but you didn't have them live. Why isn't it some employees handling that plant with the water so the water could pumps and shit could be on so they could flow to where it
Right, it
needed to
doesn't make
go
sense. Yeah.
specifically out there? Why is that shit sitting dormant for a year? That's the shit that honestly Trump, shout out to him for saying that though, was on the Governor Newsom about like, yeah, why ain't you have X, Y, and Z already ready? Like you cut funding for water and shit like that. And put it into some other shit. Like, you get what I mean? So it's like, you're known for wildfires. You know you need this shit. Like you said, it's dry out there already,
Right.
but you got the resources with some water, with a floodway with that, but you're not going to give it to them people in that area. So that already sounds funny because that leads me to the sleeves conspiracy theory.
What's the
Smart City 2028, 2030. Yeah, that's what they've been talking about, a smart city.
What is a
And
smart city exactly?
basically, just like how you got a smart home, everything controlled by, you know, your voice, your AI and all like that. Yeah, like your apartment now, like your restaurants you're going to. So instead of cash and all like that, it's all touch, all this extra shit.
Funny
all
that you said about cash, whatever. I saw something, whatever, like you can get like a barcode, whatever, on you, whatever, you know what I mean?
You mean Mark of the Beast?
And they say you can pay your shit, pay things just by scanning the barcode that's on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Market of the Beast. I'll pass.
That's what it's called, market of the beast? Okay. That's
mean,
crazy.
I think that's what they be referring to.
Nigga, that's
I thought that's supposed to be one of the signs.
Yeah. You gotta put anything on you engraved or something like that that's brought to you by the powers that be in the biblical times. Yeah, that's the fucking mark of the
They
beast.
cut your chip off. They cut your barcode off.
Yeah,
Be
fuck
scanning.
outta
I
here.
know I got paid. Hold up. I'm like, nope.
Yeah, no, that's the chip. The next thing they're gonna do is implant some shit in you.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be. Fuck no. That's where it really gets
crazy.
rebellious for me. I'm going under.
But it does. This whole situation does get the conspiracy theorists in me, thinking, like, well, who's going to buy up the property now?
I thought you no, not a conspiracy theorist.
No, I am a conspiracy theorist on some things.
No, you know he always gives the disclaimer.
But I think I'm curious to know who's going to buy up the property, because the real estate's not just going to sit there empty.
They already have it locked up. This nigga Newsom signed a deal with all these billionaires.
And I guarantee you they're going to get that pump station working.
Listen, the areas that done got hit, it's a zoning issue. Sleeves do a little research with his conspiracy shit, not to just be chopping shit out there. So from what I've learned is that it's a zoning issue. All those homes and all out there were zone 1, which were single family homes. But out there, they never had like zone 2 and zone 3, which is like apartment buildings and shit like that. So now with
They're
all
gonna
this
get
land,
everything rezoned.
you
for
get
that.
what I'm saying? You can get that shit rezoned and start your smart city shit. You get what I'm saying? So we'll just watch back. Remember this document, this John 2025. We come back to our show.
What's going on in the
2-3
Palisades
years,
right
you know
now?
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see this shit going on? I told you niggas. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I mean, shout out and salute to all the people out there being resilient, coming together in these dark times, because I'm not trying to make light of, we're not making light of none of this shit. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like your crib is gone.
Yeah.
Like your history, your memories, like that's what people not getting. People was out there.
That's the big thing right there. Like certain things could be replenished. Like you play in short for certain things, but like the memories, your pictures, stuff like that.
Your
is
childhood,
all
all this shit you raising your kids, your kids remembering this, all this, that, and the third. Like he said, they was talking about, I think, what was it? The Lakers coach JJ Redick was talking about. Now, mind you, he hadn't lived out there long. He had a rental property, but in that rental, he had, things that like his kids gave him and shit like that. Then he was talking about like the rec center. He was like, that's one of the major things that brought him there, because the rec center, you had tennis, basketball, football, all that type shit, all that shit. Like, it's not just the cribs, the whole neighborhood, like all the shit that you used to is gone.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. So for us in Philly, it'd be like South Philly gone. You get what I'm saying?
right.
Like, not trying to shoot on South Philly, I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying? I just picked a borough. But like South Philly going, like all the major shit down there, Italian market, all this extra shit, like what the fuck you mean? It's gone.
Yeah.
Like burnt
It's not
to
gonna
a
be the same.
Yeah, like it's not the fucking same. So it's like, I feel for y'all, prayers to everybody out there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fucked
that's
up.
terrible, man. It is
Like,
definitely terrible.
and y'all ain't asked for that shit. Like, so it's just fucked up out here. But, just some other LA shit in a more fashionable thing, for the Ball family. You know what I mean? You might, I can't even remember the fucking song right now, but you know, my nigga Jello Ball got a little hit that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Tweaker. I might swerve
or something like
whoa.
that.
You know what I mean? Nigga sound like Juvie.
I heard a little bit of it.
Yeah, I heard it has little cash money.
Yeah, all day long it got that cash.
But that's old school to them, though.
Yeah.
So it got a little old school flavor.
Ken was clowning. He wasn't really clowning, but he was like, maybe you should give Ball up. You know what I'm saying? Just stick with that. He's like, I fuck with that a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, you signed a big contract, though, right? He got
Word.
a big multi-million-dollar contract or something like that.
13 million from like Def Jam and some shit like that.
I mean, I don't know exactly.
Well, listen,
I don't know
man.
how much money he got.
Listen, basketball might not be for him. You know what I'm saying?
Sent it to the page, John. Like, yeah. I think he coming away with like 8 million. Like, but what I'm saying is, the issue is this. This is no shade to Jello at all. Like, whatever, however it go, you ain't expect that, whatever. But this is the problem I have, and this is more so with the record companies, and this is why y'all fading to black because of dumb shit like this. Like, you got cats that are real artists, not taking nothing away from them, but this some fun shit. You ain't know. You get what I'm saying? This ain't what you've been trying to make it in Ball.
Yeah.
And you just and you dabbled and fucked around and you know some shit stuck. Great. Milk it for what the fuck you can. You get what I'm saying? But to the real artists out there that's grinding and been doing this shit and can't even get that shit, and you won't even offer them $5 fucking million. You get what I'm saying? You got one track that just happened to be a little joint right now, a little bop right now. This shit ain't. You get what I mean?
I guess because for him, it's less work. He's already famous. He already got a fan
This
base.
ain't with the but this ain't nothing against Jello. My issue, what I'm coming with this shit right now, is for the motherfucking record labels that's doing this shit, dog. That y'all can go promote this shit and now put him on Rolling Loud, like shit like that. When you got somebody, and shout out to my man over in the West Coast doing this thing, it don't matter what the fuck is going on. Somebody like Lil Russell. Who the fuck?
Yo, he
you
nice.
know what I'm saying? Nice as shit. And that's just a reason why he doing this thing on his own, because they bullshitted him with what they was trying to come at him with. And it's like, he actually an artist. He in this shit, dog, and doing this shit. Like,
It's
so
all
that
about
type
what
of
can
shit,
be marketed. You know what I mean?
no, it's the bullshit, man. It really is. They out of touch with the culture. Like, at least when we grew up, 80s, 90s, early, 2000s, all that type shit, you still had A&Rs. You had A&Rs across the country that was in different hoods, hearing what that hood and what that shit was bringing. You get what I'm saying?
But now that you say that, what is the culture? And speaking of balling and rhyming, what about the 17-year-old here, went to Fells, hooping, scored well on his SAT, I'm assuming. They never told his exact score, but I'm assuming he was pretty good. They said he was one of the best in his class. Drops a video, I guess dissing his ops. And the ops show up, kill him in the morning on his way to school. He's getting in the car with his mom.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's
Man,
crazy.
this is the young
Crazy.
boys
But you
today.
gotta understand.
Crazy.
Understand too that I heard because you got to read the comments and you can't trust everything you see in the comments. But I heard he was a menace. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you did good in school and everything, but he was terrorizing some.
That's what I'm saying.
Some motherfuckers out there. You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of. I'm not going to say nobody deserves disclaim that
Right,
at all,
right.
but
Especially not a teenager.
but you enticing some shit too. Yeah, you like got good grades and you do this too.
And you're
but
hooping. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you got to give that street. You got to give the
Rest.
street stuff up. Like, what are you talking
You
about?
can't have
Like,
you can't have your
No.
feet in two different things, man.
I don't even understand why he would want to. And then I'm even upset at the people around him. Like, I imagine he didn't keep the best company. You know? And you would think, like, not only can he get out, but he could be your meal ticket out.
Right.
He could be your meal ticket out. It's your job to keep him safe.
It's your job to keep on the straight and
Yeah, like, don't
path
even
and
be
shit, you know what I
endorsing
mean?
no
Hold on,
nonsense.
stop,
Like,
stop it. Once again, good brothers, you're coming from a place of great thought, and this is how.
But we
all
talking about
that
the
good
people
shit,
around
you know
him.
what I'm saying? Bro, this ain't that generation. Unfortunately, they don't got a lot. Like, it's fortunate for them if they maybe got one homie with like some shit on his head that could tell you some real shit, like real talk. Like, unfortunately, if all they seeing is oppie crazy, yo, yeah, fuck that, we gonna do that. You know how we rolled out on them niggas last time. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
If that's all the energy
Right.
you getting from around you, you get what I'm saying, and you ain't getting nobody telling you that shit like we talking about right now. that's what you gonna get into, bro.
Yeah.
And I seen the video
But that's
with them waving. It's like a drill music, them waving.
I still think that's
too much, man.
a slack in the people that's around or whatever, or on their part too. Because like, listen, I got a child.
Blame it on their whole
Listen,
heads.
I got a child that age.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm from a certain generation.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure there's some people around that mother that
That's
do
a,
that.
that's a
you know what
broad
I mean?
assumption, dog. You got too much of an optimistic assumption. No, everybody don't got thorough old heads, dog. A lot of people got fucked up old heads and fucked up role models. Like, and that's what it is. And unfortunately, they be around them more than the positive ones. Like, he can have coaches and people like that that really be trying to pull him away. That's why he still got that, that, bless his soul, had that good qualities and things with him, but he wasn't around that as much as he probably was around the fuck shit. So that's what had more of a case on
So
him.
now, all that to say, is that the culture now? You talked about these A&Rs not having an ear to the culture because they're going after people like Jello and not LaRussell, like you said. But is this the culture? So are they
That's what
actually
that-
in touch with the culture? Because the culture is madness. That's why we continue to get this madness.
I really
the
think
culture is
I
not
really
just
think that's
madness.
gonna
That's
fade
why
out
you got
soon, though, for
the
real.
John. It's not just madness. That's the thing now. We had the whole purpose of an A&R was to see that you could see things that were trends and things that was actually art and talent that you could grow on. And you separate the two. Yeah, you might have to sign some niggas that's got some trendy shit right now, but then you also gonna sign some real artists too that you can grow on. Actually, hopefully you can make the trendy niggas and the artists have some trendy shit. That's the whole purpose of the whole shit back in the day. But
like I said, this ain't back in the game. It's no.
it's not. Like, you can
it's
just
no-
put
it's
your
no-
shit out.
with the internet and what you can put your own shit out. It's
Yeah,
no.
that's just what it
there's
is.
no need for.
But that's
the
why it's no
A&R,
artist
you know what I'm saying?
development.
That's
That's why that they're not really artists. They're just here today, bang, got a little joint, and by tomorrow, a couple months from now, all right, what the fuck is going on with them? Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's what it is. But salute to, like I said, I ain't knocking the hustle. Do what you're doing, Jello, you know what I'm saying? And rock out and as much as you can with that shit. You stumbled into some shit, and shout out to the Ball family. Because they keep balling on motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to LeVar, you know what I'm saying?
It's funny how when they first came out, they was clowning the boy. He like dad at the
I mean, when it come to hyping up your kids and really promoting and doing your thing, he
did
is
it.
the
He
one.
made them all a brand.
He the one that, like, he definitely.
The sneakers ain't hit, but
no
everything else
but-
did.
But they at least hit.
Yeah.
They might have fell apart, but Cats was still trying
They
to
was too
support
much
them.
at first. I thought
You
they
get-
was like crazy expensive. It was
you know
just
what I'm
like,
saying? But Cats was trying to support them shits. You know what I'm saying? So that's all you can ask for.
and definitely still RIP to that young man who lost his life because he's
Oh,
still
absolutely.
17.
Yeah.
People can change.
Senseless
I'm old enough
violence.
to know that
Yeah.
people can change. You know what I
And,
mean?
and
So-
as like I said, with us being the older, like wise ones on this shit, is fucked up because we not condoning that. We really want y'all to stop handling shit like that.
I know.
That's not how it need to go. Like, he can't come back, and from what you did, you can't take that back. And I don't give a fuck what they telling you out in the streets. That ain't where it's at, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You really need to know that. Like, you're killing somebody. You can't take that shit back, bro.
And
like,
you
get
throwing
what
your
I'm
life
saying?
away too now because somebody gonna find you. They gonna find you.
Yeah, now you gotta live with that, and also now
They're
your
gonna find
family.
you. It's high
and
profile. They're
however
gonna find you.
it could go. Like, he had no problem running up and clapping this man in front,
His
young
mom-
man in front of his mom.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
There's no
Like,
code.
like at all.
The code
At
been out.
all.
Like,
what?
it's definitely no
No.
more cool, whatever. Back in
Broad
the day.
daylight in front of your mom, like that's what you leaving with. Like, so now that is a scar forever. So that hate, if she don't got no save shit in her where she can try to forgive and move, no, it's eye for an eye type shit. And the relatives and everything body around it just it blows up into people just gonna keep dying.
Yeah, yeah. That's
You
crazy.
get what I'm saying? It's an endless cycle of it, and it's black people, it's us, and that's where it be fucked up at. Like, we don't want to see that shit no more. Like, it hasn't come to a point of chill, yo. Like, put the fucking gats down. You get what I'm saying? It ain't even that fucking deep, bro.
Y'all just need to take it outside.
You know what I'm saying? You
What happened
can't
to
box,
that?
play a basketball game, box, do some shit, nigga. Play Madden. I don't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? Something more constructive than fucking going out here trying to shoot and run up and kill niggas. This ain't it, fellas. Like, real talk. That's from the Bols, man. Disclaimer. Real shit, man. I mean, now, moving on to how, you know, and we already know it's fucked up with the violence and wild shit, but we want to do better and see better in 2025. Hey, listen, America, can we do fucking better with the money? Can you raise up the minimum wage for the people out here that are still, I guess, on that minimum wage?
What is it exactly? Is it $7.25, $7.50?
I think that's for PA, which ain't changed in damn near like 30 years.
Yeah, I remember. I think in high school or
it was
we
the
young
90s
adults.
when
It was
that
like
joint-
$7.15. It bumped it.
in the 90s, late 90s, I think they raised it up to like 7 and a quarter.
Yeah,
some
yeah.
shit
I
like
mean, when I
that.
started working, it was 4 1/4.
Yeah, so
damn.
I mean, real talk.
Under $5. God.
I mean, we're gonna start this off with this. Like, unless you like high
Things were different
school,
back then.
unless you like high school or like early, like 20s or something like this, respectfully, or you just got out the bing, you shouldn't be minimum wage in any way. Like, no, this just keeping it at all the bean. You get what I'm saying? That ain't it. That's minimum wage. Like, let's just think about what that shit is
This
called.
is the least
yeah,
we can legally pay you.
Right.
So you do better already. But for those that have those situations, we find out now that no state in the U.S. where you work 40 hours for minimum wage, you will be able to afford a 2-bedroom apartment. But in my eyes, if you're making minimum wage, you don't probably need a 2-bedroom apartment any goddamn way because you're minimally making this shit. You get what I'm saying?
Rough. That nowhere could you afford a 2-bedroom on minimum wage.
I mean, I guess there was a time when you could, but
That's
Depending
crazy.
on where you live,
You think the
probably.
system should be arranged so that, like, all right, and this, I guess this is the whole topic we'll be talking about. If you're going to have the minimum wage at a certain level, it should be able to afford the minimum situation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess
you
the
should be
minimum
able to
situation
afford,
probably would be like a 1-bedroom, though, if
Yeah.
you're just thinking about one person making minimum wage. You get what I mean? Like,
you should be able to afford a 1-bedroom.
you should be able to afford, but they said for a 1-bedroom,
or at least a studio.
Listen, you know how many hours you got to work on minimum wage for a 1-bedroom? 86 a week. All right? With according to the calculations and shit.
and
from
you
this,
got to work.
Yeah, I'm saying
You got to work
86
you
hours
gotta
a
work
week
twice the situation and then some.
More than that.
Yeah.
to afford a 1-bedroom
God
if you was on to making a minimum. And for the 2-bedroom, it's like 120 something hours. You know what I mean? So it's basically damn near impossible.
So you
when
got to
you're sleeping.
pair up if you want minimum wage. You got to have a partner, and y'all got to go in on a
Go
1-bedroom.
50-50.
Yeah, I got to go 50-50 on this 1-bedroom if y'all both make minimum wage.
Or you got it, or you gonna have to double up on 2 minimum wage gigs, my nigga.
Which is rough because you're going to be all burnt out at the end of the day.
Well, shit, you
80 hours a week?
like you damn
80 hours a week?
at least
They
70.
can
no
raise,
time
they can
off.
raise minimum
Or-
wage. This is crazy.
Yeah.
Either if not 240s, you gotta have one that's giving you 25, 30. You get what I'm saying? So about 70.
Something close
You know
to
what I'm
it.
saying? Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Sundays off, nigga.
wild. I don't even know if you can have one day off at that rate.
But so at the premise of it is, of course, do better. You don't want to be nowhere on the minimum at all anyway. But for those that are in the struggle and trying to do what they gotta do, it's fucked up. So yeah, it need to be brought up. Like the inflation been fucked up. Like,
Everybody's wages need to go up for real.
so I mean, at worst case scenario, what would you say? I say at least a 15 piece. That shit should be like for like minimum wage at
Yeah,
this
because
point.
you're talking it hasn't been raised in like 20
Yeah,
years.
like you gotta be real. Like you gotta at least double
I
that
can see
shit.
if everything else stayed the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
price.
that shit got to be like
You know,
15.
if everything else is going, it doesn't make
Like
any
15,
sense.
16,
The inflation
dog.
like a motherfucker. Everything else is going up. How the fuck you think I'm supposed to afford this
Yeah,
shit
like,
if you
dog.
keeping the minimum wage at
Yeah,
at
like 15, 16 or something like that for real, dog. You know what I mean? If you gonna
It's
be
like
on
even
that.
the places where they work and they make minimum wage, the price of the products that they sell have changed.
And that's
whatever,
here.
20 years.
And that's for
You know
like
what I mean?
PA, I'm talking about 15, 16. See, places like New York and California, that shit probably got to be like a dub because
more
of how
expensive.
high this shit is.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? So it is what it is, but
We was out.
he was supposed to go live.
Yeah, yeah, my
You
bad.
go live next time.
Yeah.
That's all right.
It's all good, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. Anything when you
Nah,
know,
that was it. We covered everything. The last thing we supposed to talk about.
the finesse woman?
You can talk about her. I mean, that's really stupid. I don't know much about it.
Yeah,
but-
no. It's
Go ahead.
cool. We ain't got to go into
Oh,
what you
okay.
gonna go ahead.
No, I was just talking about the Sixers arena.
Mm.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely.
I
right
mean,
on
that was always dumb to start with.
that. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. me personally, I was kind of on the fence. Like I
You supported it halfway?
because I thought
What were the benefits?
I just more excitement down to that area. You know what I'm saying? Where, like I was thinking as on the fact that a lot of other major cities got.
Dick eating.
Listen.
Exactly. You
Wait,
was
hold
cool
on.
with the dick eating.
No,
like that, and that was the problem.
Hold on,
And that was the problem
hold on,
right
Steve.
there,
Hold on,
dog.
Steve.
Like, yeah,
Why I gotta be
dog.
Dickie? We the fourth biggest city in the country,
Dick
whatever. You know what I'm
eating, 'cause
saying?
and we're
Why
trying to
can't-
follow
why
other
can't-
niggas.
Why can't
And we trying to follow
Philadelphia
other
be
niggas.
on the same light as fucking New York or something, whatever?
Because
We
our
worth
city
it.
ain't set up like that. So stop trying to make your city. Our
Listen,
city.
hold on, time out. First of all, it's pros and cons on everything because for real. They was trying to get everybody to use the train in the sub, whatever.
Which is dumb
All
as fuck.
roads leads right there. You know what I'm
Dumb as
saying?
fuck.
Why is it dumb as fuck?
Because you're gonna have backed up trains, nigga. We talking about SEPTA back to back, and you talking about millions of people, thousands of people trying to get on a
Nigga,
fucking train
you don't
back
think-
and forth
you don't-
each fucking
you don't
way.
think
They already talked about that
you don't
shit.
think
It
they'll
was
just
dumb as fuck.
Make that more.
Know what I'm saying? No, dog. Dumb as fuck. You better off down South Philly where you got right off the expressway, the parking, and you got the last fucking stop for the niggas that want to take the train. We already got the Eagles and the Phillies down there. They own they shit. All we
right.
needed to do was own the fucking building. Okay, Wells Fargo finally gave them niggas a number like stop playing and you niggas could bomb this joint and stop playing with
Well,
this
listen,
joint
or-
so it could be
well,
what
like
it
I
needs
said-
to be
like I
down
was saying,
here.
I'm on the fence
It's simple, dog.
I like me personally. I like the idea of having something down Market Street, but I also like the idea of we're the only city that got all our sports in one area. I
Yeah.
thought that was dope too. Whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
Authenticity, nigga, not Dickie in other cities
not
trying to
about
have your
Dickie.
John in Center City because everybody else doing it.
It's not about.
no,
it's,
dog.
it's not
That's
about
what it is.
You ever been
just
down?
said it.
Listen, you ever been down there after a certain time? It's dead down there, and that's not an area that should be dead. That's
You want it to be
Midtown.
bustling.
You want it.
I mean, they got all the new.
Why can't it be that way?
They've
You know
got
what
the
I'm
new
saying?
They have
billboards
its
on
moments
Market
when it's
Street.
bustling down there with different things.
No, they
and
fucking
events.
don't, dog.
Yeah, they do. With certain events
Listen,
and shit, it is.
I think
Shit
personally,
shit
what happened
popping
was
down there.
is that no, the fashion district was a flop. Because what they wanted to do with that is have like the same type of vibe you got at out KOP, had
Right.
all the high
high-end
end
stuff
stores
there.
down there. They had the Gucci, had the Louis Vuitton down there, and it didn't pan out that way. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand like the city probably took an L for that.
Hey, it had too many wild young boys in there.
Absolutely.
And what the fuck you thought you was gonna have trying to have this shit down in Center City already congested? The problem for me was that it didn't make sense travel wise or none of that shit because now we going up. It's already $30 to park. Now we talking 60 fucking 70 for game time and shit for those that want to drive the fuck down there because everybody don't want to catch the fucking train and be lumped in with everybody. The young boys,
Listen.
the dickhead, all the extra shit.
All I'm
Everybody,
saying
nah,
was is
dog.
that I'm not gonna necessarily say that I was on board with it, but I understood.
I
what it's
understand.
I understood because like I
I
said,
understood
even
too.
the region, even the cats out in the burbs could come straight there.
Yeah.
Off the regional.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
I understood, and I was like, yeah, you kind of want to spice up the nightlife in Center City because Market Street is struggling. They're losing stores. I mean, we're losing big department
It is
stores. It's been
dead down
forever.
there after a certain
It's
time.
dead.
What
It's,
time
it's
is it?
shady.
What time is it?
8:17.
It's fucking 8:17. It's dead
down
right
there.
now.
It's
down
shady
there.
right now, and all that down there. I get it. They're trying to bring a little more excitement to the area and all that. I understood all that. But at the same time, I'm like, all right, what are they going to do during the off season? You got this big hulking stadium down there in the summer.
But it's not gonna be just. It's gonna have concerts. Other shit's gonna
Yeah,
go on
like-
down
just
there.
like
dog. It
Wells
wasn't just
Fargo's
gonna be
would
the
do.
Sixers.
Yeah, no, just like it's a running business. Like,
Yeah.
so like
It's
I
not
just,
gonna be-
I just didn't really feel like
It
it
wasn't
was
just gonna
really
be
going to
just
be
for the Sixers. You're gonna have other
the Flyers,
just like
the
like down
Flyers and
Temple,
Sixers are
they
going to
have-
own this joint, dog.
Just like down Temple, they have shows and comedy shows and all different events at the Lacora Center. It's gonna be the same shit.
every weekend. You would think though.
Yes,
Probably.
I
Why
mean,
not?
I just didn't think it would be something going on there like every
absolutely,
weekend.
dog.
like I said-
It's another venue now,
Yeah.
Mustafa, and it's
Yeah.
a bigger venue. It's a stadium
But-
venue, so niggas.
Well,
will fit
that
it
was
from
my
that.
one issue. My other issue was like I don't know if they're gonna keep it busy. Like I don't know because there's all these other venues in the area. My other issue is that where's everybody gonna park? That was another concern for me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, where's all the parking, all the extra
You're right.
congestion,
You're right.
and the traffic?
I think they was in the
on
plan.
Art Street.
In the plans was it
And
still
I'm like,
was it
And
still
you
built?
trying to make more building joints? Like, no,
in the plan
like,
was
you know
to
what I'm
build
saying?
another parking lot, whatever, and everything. But whatever. Onto the new event, whatever, because like the whole deal also was like I said, the main reason why the Sixers were trying to get out of there because like the Flyers and Comcast they own that building. The Sixers was renting basically, whatever. But now, like I said, they make a deal, so I guess they partners now on a new situation.
So they both own the shit.
But still in the mix, is Comcast still want to do something down to the Market East? I don't know what they're going to do out. It's also
because the convention center is empty all the time.
Yes, it's also talks in the wind. Maybe the city getting a WNBA team as well.
That must be the reason why they had, like, listen, man. I'm just gonna say this for political people right now, for any things moving forward. We don't give a fuck about the celebrities you're bringing out. All right, I could give a fuck. All right, what are they bringing to me that can help me with what I got going on with my issues? You get what I'm saying? Nothing. All right, you just was in a movie, or you just do this, or shoot a ball, or do something. I don't give a fuck. All right, walk with me. When we have this thing, the announcement with Sherelle Parker for the stadium situation. Now, remember, she had to switch quick because she was all on the Center City shit, but they shut that shit up. Yeah, listen, you gonna go out there and say what the fuck you need to say about the South Philly shit now. All right, so yeah, you go do that.
Tell them we changed our mind.
Yeah, period. So after we have
Crazy,
that,
it's mad space down there.
So after we have that, and we're at this press conference, why is somebody who's not from Philly and from LA up here getting ready to speak for a second? Wanda Sykes, nothing against her.
I said I didn't see all this.
Oh, I did.
But she's an advocate for the WNBA though. She's trying to get a team here.
Okay,
great. But guess what? This time was about us getting that. The fact that it's about to be about the new stadium down South Philly. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need you trying to already rigmarole me with the W.
It's not a rigmarole because it's part of the fucking deal. Comcast is still want to do the situation down the Market East.
There's nothing concrete yet though.
It's not concrete, but the part of the deal was so that all right, they partner up with the Sixers, whatever. They're gonna probably tear down the Wells Fargo, whatever.
So it's still gonna be some kind of stadium.
Yeah, they're
gonna build something else. They're
building a whole new one. They're gonna blow the Wells Fargo.
No. I'm talking about in Center City.
No, I don't know if it's gonna be a stadium. They still have plans to revamp Market East area.
Okay.
So whatever they do with like I told you, they probably the city probably took a L with the fashion district. They still want to do something with that area.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that have to do with Wanda Sykes thing, with what I'm talking about, which is basically like I didn't need to hear her speak right then and there. Like, I'm just not trying to be funny, but like whatever you got going on with the possible expansion or something.
Because she got something to do with the WNBA. That's whatever.
I guess it was to try to, kind of smooth over what had just happened to some degrees. Like, I know we got y'all all hype about having a stadium here in Center City for the people who wanted it. Because I'm sure everybody in Chinatown hated the idea. But now we've changed our mind and we're going to keep it in South Philly. And I know that makes us look mad unprofessional and disorganized. But here's Wanda Sykes, and she has some good news. We're gonna maybe get a WNBA team or something like that. I think it must have been. I didn't see it, so I'm just assuming. I don't know.
And everything you did was correct. And it's like, no,
right.
Like to somebody who got some sense, it's like, what are we doing right now? No disrespect to Wanda. It's like this ain't nothing like fan, all that good shit. But I'm just saying, right then and there, when I'm hearing about what's going on from the whole transition from seeing all the different, interactions with the people and the different, back and forth between them. And now we hear, okay, let's celebrate that real quick. Like, come back next week or something and let me know about.
Like I said, man, me personally, man, I don't have no problem with the city trying to be, like I said, with the fourth largest city in the country. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things happen in New York. A lot of things happen in LA, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Why not Philly? You know what I'm saying? Why not Philly? Why not? You know what I'm saying?
I have no problem
it's
with
only
whatever.
It's only going to bring more revenue, more jobs and stuff into the city, too. You know what I'm saying?
It needs that because we are America's
I have no problem. I have no problem
America's
with any
poorest
of that.
big city. Absolutely.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. I'm just glad that at the end of the day, it's staying where it needs to, down South Philly.
Yeah,
it makes absolute sense.
And the plan down there is
they
trying to build a whole new
district
sports complex situation now.
District.
And it's, like I said,
it's ideal.
Like
76, 95 Broad Street,
dog,
Orange Line.
Dog, like I said, I told you I was
right
on the
there.
fence about it, whatever. But like I said, I also said, I love the idea that everything's down there. It's mad space down
That's
there.
why.
dog.
So why I want to go from?
You know what
Why
I
I want to
mean?
leave space and go to congestion?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
it makes no sense. So
But no,
utilize that space.
but it's,
No, I don't.
No, hold on, time out. You don't even know what the fuck I'm about to say. It's mad space to build, but still the traffic to get down there is still congested, dog.
No,
you know
it's
how
not.
long it's mad traffic trying to get back from a Eagles game and a
man, you
Phillies
gotta know
game,
when
and
to
don't that
leave,
shit be
man.
at the same time, whatever.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like it's still traffic getting out them parking lots and everything like that. It's all I'm saying is mad space to build
down there. Yeah.
down there. You know what I mean?
You can
You
even
got
start
options,
going
man.
further down.
Yeah.
Like Patterson and
E-Way,
everything.
Broad Street,
Listen,
man, back
I don't know.
roads, you
Listen.
got options.
They just they
know what I'm saying?
building something new down there. You know where the old like right when you get on to the Pratt Bridge to go to 95, whatever. They took down all them oil tanks. I don't know the last time y'all been down there. man.
Oh, that's gonna be the Amazon
I saw
building.
that, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, that's what that's going to be down
Yeah,
there.
it's gonna be the Amazon.
Yeah,
joint.
they already got a building halfway done already. They got, mad.
Yeah. Bezos and them
Base-
coming in with
yeah.
the robots. Yeah, yeah, we on the
Probably.
lookout. Yeah, all day
Yeah,
long.
but what I'm saying is, like I said, it's mad space to
down,
build
yeah.
down there, and it's still it's still considered Philadelphia.
Yeah, so, yeah, man, as always, man, we keep you up to date with whatever's going on, man. You know, worldwide and in our city too. You know what I'm saying? Because we represent Philly all day. You know, the Bols. Be saying like, why don't y'all spell it B-U-L-S? No, because we don't. B-O-L-S. Balls.
That's how it is.
You know what I'm
how it
saying?
is.
That's how it's always going to be, man. 7th year, man. Don't you ever get it fucked up. All right, man. Listen, episode 112. I don't know, as always, what we're going to call it. In my head,
Where
I
the
had
players
tweakers.
dwell.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
There you go.
What you
Thank
say?
you. That was funny.
Episode 112,
I just
where
thought
the
that was
players
funny. We
dwell.
from a different era.
Oh, yeah, no, I forgot
I
that.
thought that was funny. That's
No,
all.
it's real, though. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Tweakers and Wildfires. Stopper come up with something when he editing it down. You know how we do. But as always, man, it's the Boss podcast. That is, man. You know, please subscribe. You know, continue watching. We appreciate all y'all that's been watching, and we're gonna continue to keep doing what we doing, is providing our content the way we like to fucking do it. Live and direct from Dread Crib. It could be from the kitchen. It could be outside in the snow. You get
It
what
could
I'm
be at
saying?
from Duke. Shout
It
out
could
to
be at
DJ,
the
you know what I
Duke
mean?
Barbershop.
Last-
You could be at Ethos. It could be at a restaurant. As the slogan says, we are everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, sleeves to hustle all day long. My good brother Stoff, the militant one, a.k.a. Brother Byron. Dread live and direct from his crib. You know what I'm saying? Peace, brother. He got the Marley militant shit going on with himself too over there. You know what I'm saying? Got the beet juice in the background and shit. You know what I mean? That's the brothers came down with guns.
He left with jobs.
Left with jobs. You understand? Listen, man, it's the Boss. See y'all on the flip side. We everywhere, baby.